Right, morning YouTubers or brew tubers, B&M Homebrew here. Sunday lunchtime now. Had a bit of a late start today. Had to go off and do some jobs, but I'm back now to carry on with the brew trolley. Not loads of updates. I've not had the time in the week to do the bits I needed to do. So today I'm hoping to crack on and try and get it finished if I can. Pumps were mounted last week. Said about the material. Hopefully I can show you that. The material's on there now. That's the material that I was talking about. It's just on the top. I can wipe it down. It's really thick material. You have to cut it with scissors or Stanley knife. But yeah, I've sanitised that, cleaned it, put it down. Just got to put the urns back on there. I was testing an urn in the week. Bloody thing done the same as the other two urns. The water come up to temperature, it switched off, never come back on again. So the lights are illuminating. I can only believe it's the trip underneath. So on the other two, definitely it was the burnt liquor in one of them. So I've got to have a play with that. Just doing my head in. Going to get fed up with them soon, drop kick them and go a different way. But yeah, so I'm going to put the three tea urns back up here. Obviously make the HLT tea urn. Now I've been stewing it over in my head and messing about with it in my head. I don't know whether to cut the lids or not. I'm reluctant to cut the lids because obviously if they pack up I can't send them back, because I think they've got 3 years warranty on them, so then I'm sort of snookered. So I do have some thicker stainless down there of a different sheet, so I'm thinking maybe cutting some new lids, then I can drill, put some of these weldless fittings in there and do the Hermes coil. I might modify a coil I've got, or I might actually bend a new coil. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I can put those in there, and then obviously the quick releases on the top to obviously do the circulating of the wort, and also I'll cut another hole in the top and put an auto fill there, because I don't know, just seems to get water everywhere on the floor. So I'm thinking of doing that, cutting my own lid to fire on the top. And I only needed to do it for that one, to be honest. I think no, I need to do one for the mash tun as well, because obviously I need to be able to recirculate. I can do it through the front of the urn, but obviously I've got to pick it up in the top somehow. So I'll need to do one for the top also. As I say, I don't really want to go cutting holes in the lids, because once you've done that, see if they pack up, then you've had it. I might take the bottom out actually underneath and just have a look what the element and that is like, because it's only going to be the element or the switch. If the element's alright and it's the switch and the timer, you can bypass that, because I'm actually going to be putting an electric board with obviously the switches, the thermostats, and the pump switches there. I think temporarily I'm just going to have the switches on a little rocker switch. You switch on and off, circulate the wort or the water. I'll show you down there in a minute. I've started putting the taps and that on. I'm going to make a little drip tray, because it's going to bound to have fluid everywhere. Plus obviously I want to be able to wash them out. You don't want to leave liquor in there, so it's just easier to catch it like that. Had a problem last week, was tightening one up, got a bit over tightened. Let me see if I can find it. Snap the end off. I was trying to get, I don't know why I was doing it. Hang on, let me see if I can find the elbow. I was trying to get the filters to face the same way, but yeah, got a bit over excited, snapped it. The other thing I found as well, the threads aren't perfect on there, so when you go to start it, it wants to cross thread all the time. But I found if you put pressure on it, start it, once it's started, starts turning on, well, screwing on, sorry. once you start screwing on, it's alright, it's nice and square. Basically it butts up nice and tight. As I say, it snapped off. So I ordered some, didn't turn up till Friday, and I ordered them on the Monday because it was the Sunday evening I'd done it and it snapped it off. So I don't know what happened there. Postie reckoned he, well not Postie, delivery driver reckoned he couldn't find me, so it took him a week to find me. About 9 telephone calls later. So yeah, that's what I've got down there, and then obviously a tap on it, and I'll want to be able to clean them like I said, maybe put star sand in there and keep it in there. I'm not sure, shouldn't affect the stainless. This is 316 stainless, so not like those T-urns. I've noticed a couple of those things, and one of those coils I've got, supposed to be stainless, there's signs of rust on there, so it's only either 304 or it's definitely not pure stainless, if you can't get such thing as pure stainless. There are different grades of stainless, because obviously some stainless you have to use in the sea and you know, other stainlesses. This one says obviously 316 on it. I think I have got some around here that say 304, so they are a little bit different grade, but I'll keep my eye on that. As I say, those T-urns, I have to keep cleaning them out. I try not to leave any water in there at the end of the day, so I'll give them a clean out, wash them out, tip them out, ready for the next time. But yeah, I want the liquor, so when I know I'm going to do a Sunday brew, I'll fill the HLT up, want it on a timer so it can come on a couple of hours before I'm ready to brew, so I can come in and I'm not waiting hours for it to warm up. It's all sort of ready to go, so then I can sort of put my grains in. I don't know, underfeed, I don't know what they call it again, I forgot, sorry about that. Basically it's just where you're putting the water, underletting I think it is. It's just where the water's going in underneath and rising through. Apparently it's supposed to stop dough balls. So yeah, this is brew cart, bean and brew cart part 2 then. So I'll give you a quick show down there, and then we'll crack on with the other bits. Oh yeah, another quick one. I had some of these left over. Basically they're just normal extractors. Say I've had them left over. So when I've done the cottage, I've got a ventilation system in the cottage. So you're having trickle vents. So these are gonna, one of them's gonna go up there. I don't know whether to do a funnel section, but yeah, let's get on. Right, there we go. That's the right hand pump. There's the left hand one. I've just put that new filter on there and the elbow. Got to put the tap on, just put the old PTFE tape on it. I'm only going to have taps on those sides. I'm not going to put it on both sides because that should hopefully slow the flow down. Obviously you're going to have the taps on the top of the urn also, and that vent, like I said, I'm trying to pick it up. I'm going to put it up there, but obviously that'll only do one. So because it's going to go along the back, I'm thinking of making it so I can slide it backwards and forwards, because obviously I'll have the hot liquor tank on, so I can have it there, and when it's in the mash tun it's still going through in the hot liquor tank. It's not then till I sparge, push all that through to the boiler, that I would then slide out this end. Don't know how that's going to work out. If that don't work out too clever, I might have to form a piece of alley, like a upside down piece of guttering basically, and then use that to suck out the steam. I've got a slightly bigger fan. Let me twist you around again. I have a slightly bigger extractor I could use if that's not enough off that normal one that I've got, but I haven't got a bigger one of these. I've got bigger of these, but I don't think I've got the bigger of the flange. I might have, I'm not sure. Obviously it's going to get a lot of water in there, so again it'll be up there, but I'll be able to take it out, let it air out. Obviously I might even put some sort of form of water trap, so when it goes across and down and drops, I'll have the extractor slightly higher and use the bottom to allow it to collect. Maybe put a little tap on it and at the end of the day just open the tap, let the water go out. It will eventually evaporate. It'll take a little bit longer in the winter, I would have thought. As I say, it's always quite warm in here, so yeah, still working on that. Not 100% sure how I'm going to do it yet. It might be a trial and error. I might try this, see if it works. If it doesn't get rid of it good enough, try something else. As I say, it's just some odd bits I had left over, and I have the channel section as well, rectangle channel. So I could say lay it on there, drop it down. I could just move it backwards and forwards. I was going to put rollers and that on it, but I don't think it's necessary. This end's going to be heavier than that end. It's going to drop down there. It ain't going anywhere because it can hook under the lip of that. Whether I need to put a extension tube on it, I've got about 1.5 meters of that left over. So if I need to put it on there, I can. Again, guys, trial and error. It's going to be trial and error. Just try and tidy it up a little bit, really, because it was all a bit here, there. Don't know why I didn't realise. It's going to create shed loads of steam. So that first time I was doing it, it was getting steamed up in here and felt like a Turkish steam bath. So obviously that got rid of it. So hopefully it should work with that. It depends how much pressure you lose with the amount of trunking. That's the thing you've got to take into consideration. As I say, I do have a bigger one, but it's on a big old 150. So whether I have to make a reducer or something, if I need to use that, then I'll address that and make a reducer and do it. But so we'll watch this space, see how we get on with that. So I'll switch off for a minute, get on. I won't show you sticking the taps and that on. I mean, anyone can stick the taps on. I haven't cut the hose or anything till I've done all the taps and got everything in, because I don't want to go cut it and it's either whacking rate too long or too short. Was thinking of putting a shelf under it or a drawer. I've got a couple of drawer runners. They're not really the right size, so I might just do the simplest form of making the drawer. Just put a couple of pieces of alley angle under there, just have it so it pulls out. I'm not going to have it left out. It's just literally to chuck all my hoses in, and I'd put the plastic in there again, and I could star sand them. I mean, I might even, I don't know how big it is, see if you can get a plastic tray to go in there. Obviously chuck star sand in there and stuff, and keep your hoses in there so you can wash them, chuck them in there. I haven't really got anywhere to sort of hang them up sensible out of the way. Don't really want to put stuff over there, because obviously all that electrics and stuff, just so much easier. It's all in one place then. So if I could, if you like, take the trolley out there and brew out there, as long as I can put mains to it, that's that. So I won't be getting all the controllers and that done. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do a brew next Sunday, see how the temperature is. A lot of people are commenting that obviously fermentation fridges keeps it to the exact temperature you need. Got a little bit worried last week, or the week just gone, because it got red hot outside, but I came in here with a digital thermostat, and obviously them silly ones had it hung in here, and it was 22 degrees. Obviously I'm keeping mine in the cupboard, just in the cupboard. I had one in there with it. It was 22 degrees. A couple of weeks prior to that, I'd brought one out and I had it on the side, wanting to decant it or bottle it. Didn't get round to bottling it. It was sat there for sort of 2 or 3 days, and it went up to about 26, and I thought it'd gone funky on me. I thought it'd gone really funky. So in a panic and desperation, I bought a Cornelius keg, shoved it in the keg, and it was quite gassy, and I thought, oh, is that gassy because it's gone funky? What's going on here? So I didn't put primary sugar or anything in there. I just fired it in there, sealed it all up, clicked it. Then I had the right palaver with, got the gas bottle, got the regulator, got all the pipes. Actually, let's stop that there. That's for another. I might add that as a separate on the end. Yeah, I think I'll do a separate one on that. Let's just get on and stop waffling on about that old rubbish. Let's get on and sort this out, because obviously, like I said, I don't know if we're going to brew next week or not. So I'll get on with that. I'll come back hopefully shortly. with those bits on, ends up there. Might have made my mind up. I definitely think I'm just going to try and cut two lids out and do it that way. At least I haven't buggered those lids up, and if I do end up changing, I can maybe use the lid in something else. Yeah, I'll be back shortly. Righty YouTube, Beanham and Brew here. Follow on from earlier. It's got a bit late in the afternoon now. It's about 7:30, I think it is. Sorry again for the yellow orangey face. Let me see if I can turn you guys a bit there. See if that makes any difference. Right, yeah, I'll stand back here. Hopefully you can hear me over that noisy pump. Right, I've done the kettles. This is basically what I've done in the end. Plasmed out some new circles. As I said, I didn't want to buy any extra material, so this is a different sheet. Wasn't the sheet I was looking for to do the base. This is thicker. This is about 3mm, so it's quite heavy duty. Cut it out, plasmed it all out. This basically most probably will go on the boil kettle. I'll put one of them. I could weld it in there if I wanted to, but to be honest, if I decide to change it, I can always use this again. So I'll most probably put one of them weldless bulkhead fittings in there, so I can do the whirlpool effect. So I can put one of them in there, put a 45 in, stick a tail on the end. There's one there just in the end of that at the moment, but yeah, I could stick a tail in, put a pipe on there and have a whirlpool effect. Whether that might help stop it from sticking or anything along those lines, not sure at all whether that'll help. But yeah, so I've cut 3. Haven't fitted that one as yet. I won't fit that one yet, just in case I don't need it. So just going to stop on it. I've done the one for the mash tun. Basically, I've stuck a weldless fitting in there, and I've just used some of this insulation stuff. I don't know whether I'd really need to use it because obviously the recirculation from the HLT, but what I've done, I've basically stuck a T-piece in the top and then put my fit in there, because I've got some probes. Sorry, they're up there. I've got some probes. The only thing is the probe doesn't fit into the fitting, so I bought some blanking plugs, which they don't fit. They're a little bit tight, so I'll run a die nut down them, just free off the thread, and then I'm going to machine down the centre for the probe to go in. So then the probe's going to sit in there, and then that probe will tell me the temperature coming backwards and forwards from the HLT. So I'll be able to monitor it going in the mash tun, make sure we're staying at the 66 or 67. Basically I'll put a pipe on there, just sort of let it go around. Whether I'll use that for sparging as well, I've not thought about that yet. Maybe if I can get it to run slow enough, because then obviously from the mash tun I've got to get it and transfer it over to the boil kettle. So that was that one. I'll twizzle you around in a minute and actually show you. In fact, I might do that now, just so I can show you that one. Trussed it a little bit up like a little turkey. The stuff was, again, it was just stuff I had left over. It's this, obviously that's just the bit I've cut out. It's like, I don't know, they call it sort of space age stuff. We had to use it when we were doing the cottage in the loft. It was something the council said we had to use, so I ended up buying quite a few rolls of it, and I think I had about a roll and a half left over. It's a multi-layered, it's got like plastic, foil, woolly sheet, foil, some bloody, I don't know, sorry for that language there, sorry, foil, sheet, foil, or I don't know. I think it's 22 layers altogether. So because I had it, it's all sort of stitched around the edge. I've basically cut it, stitched it myself as well, and then I've put some silver foil around it also. Just shoved it around there, maybe just to give it a hand. Like I said, I don't know whether it actually needs it or not. We'll know when all the probes, obviously the probes won't be set up for next week, I wouldn't have thought, because I've got to buy the PIDs and bits and bobs for it. So I'm just sort of getting myself thinking ahead, basically thinking ahead to add to it. So yeah, I'll hopefully machine these out, tap them, get them in as well. I've got to get them cleaned up and get them in anyway, because I can't use it because it's just a water liquor and going everywhere. And then obviously the HLT, I've just made another top. I'll show you that in a minute, with a T-piece again in it with the quick couplings. So basically I've obviously got the quick couplings, so now I just need to, I can work out my sizes and my lengths of the pipes down to my pumps and hopefully get everything sorted. Again, I've just basically made a top for it, and I'm using an old wart chiller. It's supposed to be stainless steel. I'm not 100% sure it is stainless steel because there is a little bit of a rusty spot on it, but as I was saying to you earlier, there are different grades of stainless. The ones I was getting originally from the guy were these 316. Hang on, it's all gone battery lap flatty lowy. I better hurry up. 316s. I don't know if you can see this. 316. So that's a higher grade of stainless steel. This other company that I used, they've sent them through, and they're not as good because they're only 304, and you can see the difference in that. It's a bit of a lighter duty to the 316. So got to keep my eye on that really. So say this guy that I got these from, he's away now and not back till September, so you can see they're a little bit less thickness, so yeah, you can see the difference. But yeah, the 304s, I wouldn't think they're going to last as well. They won't last as long as the 316. It's the amount of stainless that's in there to the steel, I think, is what does it. I just know when I buy stainless, they ask me to if I want it 316, 304, aircraft grade. I generally always go for 316, depending on where I'm using it. A lot of the places we use it in freezer houses and stuff, the 316 is the one we go for because we don't want it rusting. So yeah, let me give you, sorry about the waffling, I'll give you a quick twizzle, let you have a look. Right, I've got to sort this camera-y stuff out. There we go. There is my mash tun, like I said to you, with the lovely little jacket on it. Whether it really needs it, don't know. Still got the normal tap on it. So basically the only addition I've done, as you can see, I've made the lid. Put this on it, just shoved an handle on it. I've got the male connector over there with the T-piece. Like I said, I want to try and put a probe in there if I can, and that's obviously to help me. So obviously as it's coming back, I'll be able to record the temperature and hopefully keep that at 66. Because as I say, the HLT, there you can see I've done another lid, and basically this one I've just cut a slot, a square basically in the top of there, because it's got these fittings. I've just swapped them out, put my male ones on there. Most probably do away with these because they're brass. This again is supposed to be stainless, not 100% sure. So, but I might change them out to the stainless steel bulkhead fittings. And I've got a long hand, big finger. Yeah, might change them out to a 316. Sorry about the focus, I think I'm too close. And again, all I've done there is basically just stuck a T-piece in there. I've used a welderless bulkhead fitting, just shoved a handle that I had kicking around on there. The bolts going in are stainless steel, but the nuts on the other side aren't, so I will get some stainless steel, because steam and condensation won't take long before it starts to rust, so I'll change them out and put some stainless ones in there. As I say, just made a new top for that, because I didn't, there's all the old tops. Didn't want to cut them in case anything goes wrong, so that's there. And again, I've done that. I've got another bung to go in there, and I'll put a probe, and then at least I can record it. I was thinking of doing it down here, but didn't really have any nice way of doing it. At least with this way, the probe can go in, it goes all the way down, so the wort and water, whichever it will be, will actually go all the way over the probe and hopefully give me a quite an accurate reading of what's going on. So yeah, didn't get as much done as I wanted to get done, messing around with that. Got the other connectors on down there, the T piece, the male connectors on there. Again, some are 316, some are 304, so I'll keep an eye on them and see how they work out. Didn't get drip trays done there, didn't get the drip tray done for there, because basically we are going to get drips and stuff in this floor. Even though it's sealed, the stone floor, it gets all sticky on your feet. Going to put maybe a drip tray at the back there that I can put those lids in, and let me give you another little twizzle. And yeah, might put some clips at the back there that you can put your stirring paddle, spoon, whatever else you want to call it, or these. Let me just find it. One second. Let's hope I can find it before the battery goes flat. It was here somewhere. Right, yeah, these Bulldog clips, mini Bulldog clips. Quite handy because you can stick them on the side, you can clip them on anywhere, and if you've got a couple of them, you can stick your little spoon in, spoon or paddle, whichever you're using, and then you just pick it up, use it. You can actually clip them on the side. These are actually stainless. This is plated, but yeah, you can rest it on there. If you sanitise it and that, you're alright. Fit nice and neat, clip on the side of there, lovely, pick it up, off you go. You ain't got to put it down on the side, on the surface. Like I say, I've put that plastic on there, so I ain't got to worry about the aluminium, because that will just powder up and deteriorate and go all funny. Whether it's going to do that to that, like I say, I didn't get a chance to do the ducting because I plasmed them out, cleaned them up, and I was messing around with them, then messing around with this. Didn't start till late, gone 1 o'clock, so I'm quite happy with what I have got done. As I say, I'll try and do a few more bits in the week to try and definitely get it done, because I want to do a mash on Sunday. Hopefully if the temperature stays not too bad. It's supposed to be corking week next week, so I am looking into getting a fermentation fridge. Got myself one of those Inkbirds. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, Inkbird. Sorry about the light again. Yeah, Inkbird. Right, I've got myself one of them. I've got some temperature probes up in there. Got them out, have a look. They are reading 22 degrees. I check them on hot days, they still read 22 degrees. So I'd like to get one, and also I'd like to get a fridge for cold crushing. I've now got 3 kegs. I did yesterday kegged the Bulldog IPA. Was sat in there for 10 days. Put the dry hops in like it said. I just fired the both of them in, done what it said, and it was actually sat in there for a week because I had a problem to get the keg. But this yesterday is obviously it's not clear or anything. Put that in the fridge yesterday. Caught it in half strong. Nice, really nice. But I've had it in the fridge. It's got cool and cold, and not. It's still nice. But there's now a definite taste of citrus, almost grapefruit taste. So it's one of those two hops that went in there. Which one I don't know. As I say, I'm still learning all this. But when it was warm yesterday, it didn't have the citrusy grapefruity taste. Since it's been chilled, it has. So yeah, got that in the keg. Got that gassed up. Obviously, I suppose got to leave that now for maybe a week or two, and then give it a whirl. Tried the other two, fantastic. Now they're gassed up and they've been in there for a couple of weeks. Cool. Every week they're getting better and better. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Quite pleased. The only one I'm disappointed with, I think, is the Courageous. I don't know. I haven't actually taste tested that. I might do that as my first Happy Homebrew Wednesday. if I get a chance, I'll try and do that this Wednesday. But yeah, I think that's enough waffling for me. Hope everyone's had brilliant weekend brewing, Saturday, Sunday, whichever day it's been. I hope everyone's done good old brew or bottling or kegging or whatever they've done. But yes, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully we can get this old beast sorted and running for next weekend. But yeah, cheers guys. I hope you've all had a good weekend, as I said. Catch in with you soon. Cheers, bye bye.